Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We're going to get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Reserve our live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. All right, with us is Big Al McMorty. We got Shane Mickle with us, Bill's Young with us, Wayne Scott, and we also have Tony Brown. Here's how the lineup for this evening. We got McMorty, Mickle, Brown, Young, Scott, and then I will close this one out. All right, we got Major League Baseball on the board. Some finals coming in right now. We see finals here from the Reds. Get it done again, 5-4 in 10 innings. Brewers win at 5-3, and the Tigers lead us off this afternoon with a 9-0 win. So we've got games here in the primetime hour. So let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Big Al McMorty. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring him in right now. Got to see his Spurs get the win and cover yesterday in Summer League, so we'll bring him in right now. Big Al, how you doing? How'd you like the Spurs performance yesterday?
I liked it. I mean, they got out to a good start. Then the Lakers overtook them, and then they finished them off in the fourth quarter. Tell you, Champagne's looking really good. Branham, teamed up with him yesterday. Barlow didn't have as good a game yesterday as he did on Monday, but overall the team's looking really good. And I want to talk about a baseball game, but maybe we'll just look ahead to tomorrow's Spurs game.
Sure.
They're going to play Charlotte again. They played them on Monday. They blew them out on Monday, Tony. They were up at one point in the game, several points in the game by 30 points. They were up 64-34. They were up 89-59, and then Charlotte made it respectable at the end and only lost by 21. But what's interesting is Charlotte was a 3 or 3.5 point underdog. I'm sorry, Charlotte was a 3 or 3.5 point favorite on Monday. Now you see San Antonio a 6 or 6.5 point favorite on Friday. So the line has moved 9 to 10 points. And this is like the biggest Summer League line we've seen yet. I mean, you don't usually see Summer League teams favored by 6 or 6.5 points. And, I know it's, again, like I like San Antonio yesterday against the Lakers. I was hoping we'd see the same kind of performance we saw on Monday. We kind of did. And now, they've moved the line 10 points from where it was on Monday, but it's just not enough. And when you also consider that Wembanyama is going to be on the court on Friday to make his debut, so he wasn't even on the court on Monday, and the Spurs blew him out. You had Sissoko was guarding Brandon Miller for much of the game, and against Sissoko, Miller shot 1 for 7. Then he got off in the fourth quarter, but the guys who were guarding him in the fourth quarter were Seth Milner, Justin Gorham. Then Stevenson guarded him on one possession, and that's where he got his points. But if you put Sissoko on him again, and I expect they will, I think he's going to struggle again because Sissoko's defense has been really strong in the Summer League. And you add Wembanyama on the court, and then I expect Branham and Champagne and company. They're just going to continue to roll. And you're only laying 6 points. So I kind of like it again. I know it's kind of, obvious and all, but, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to lay the points again with San Antonio on Friday against Charlotte. Anyway, that's my, Summer League spiel. Now let's talk about baseball. That's what most people care about. I like, Nathan Eovaldi tonight and the Rangers against the Red Sox. He's 12-3 in his last 22 starts. He has a 6-1 record on the road this season with a 2.44 ERA. He's going to go up against Cutter Crawford, and Crawford in his career has made 9 starts here at Fenway Park, and the Red Sox have unbelievably lost 8 of those 9 games. This season, his road ERA is 9.82. At home, his whip is 1.81. So obviously Texas has been installed as the road favorite, and it's now ticked up. It was minus 134. It's now up to like 137, 140. In Eovaldi's career, his teams have gone 29-12 when they've been installed as a road favorite with him as the starting pitcher. So I'm going to take Texas, minus a 137 or 140 here.
All right, we got Big Out here with the Rangers here, minus 136 here against the Red Sox. Yeah, I mean, you're bringing up Eovaldi and Cutter Crawford. Boy, these home splits have not been too good. You put that much in your handicap, these home road splits?
Not much, no. But I think in baseball it's definitely worth paying attention to, especially with some parks. If you pitch at a pitcher's ballpark and you leave that park, and it's definitely worth noting. But I'm more of a team guy as well, so I'm not pitcher driven, as they say.
All right, Big Al here on the Rangers minus 136. Do your shopping, get the best numbers here against the Red Sox. This one to have a start time here, 7:10 Eastern time. All right, Big Al, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, we're getting close. We're getting closer to spring training exhibition football here, not too far away. So if you're looking for a capper, Big Al is your guy. He's produced some great results over the years, fully documented for 30 years. Big Al.
Yeah, I would say NFL. I mean, in preseason, Tony, since they changed the schedule about 2 years ago, and they reduced it from 4 games to 3. So now in preseason, the only week I even have plays is week 2. Like I won't waste my time with week 1, and I'm also not going to waste my time with the third week where no one's playing. So it used to be that I'd have plays in weeks 2 and weeks 3, and now since there's only 3 weeks, all I have is week 2. So not a lot of action for me anymore in the preseason, but I'll have a lot in the regular season.
There you go. So I look at a long-term pass with Big Al. Of course, Big Al, we got still baseball on the board today. Looks like a good about 11 games remaining. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, I've got one play today at cash, the San Francisco Giants yesterday. I've got one baseball play today on the card, and we'll have some more stuff on Friday as well. And I guess you're going to have next Wednesday and Thursday off for the All-Star break, so I guess I'll see you on the. I can't do math anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't. We'll probably do a show. We're likely to do a show, but it'll be. Wednesday's the All-Star game. Well, actually, no, Wednesday and Thursday we'll probably do
the All-Star game.
Season win. Yeah, it is Tuesday. It'll be season win totals, NFL and college football.
Okay, yeah, I'll be out of pocket on Wednesday for sure. Maybe I'll see you on next Thursday then.
Very good. Hopefully so. Get on board with Big Al McMorty over at Pick Dodge Pim. A high roller pick up there right now. So get on board with it or go longer term with Big Al. 3, 7, or 30 Al Sports Pass. Get all Big Al's premium plays for that time period. Select when you go to his Handicapper page and make that purchase. Also, he's got the NFL and college football package for the entire season up right now, including postseason. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll take 15% off. That's $225 off that pass. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, Big Al. Have yourself a great rest of the week. We'll catch up with you again. Tony. Hopefully, we'll see possibly next Thursday. But then again, maybe we can catch you during the weekend on these weekend shows. Yeah,
I'll definitely be there this Saturday and Sunday, and then obviously next Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be doing the Christmas in July.
That's right. So get ready for that.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss that, guys.
Thanks
Some really good values. You got to have a great week. Big Al McBordy here on the drive. Let's continue on up. Next, we're going to go over to Shane and Mickle. Catch him over at Pick Dog Spim. I think we'll be ready to roll here with Shane in just a second here as I get my graphics set here for the next guest. Shane, you'll catch him over at Pick Dog Spim. Let's see if we can bring him in right now. I think we're ready to roll here. Whoop, maybe went too far, which I did here. So let's get him in right now. Up in the Minnesota area. Here we go with Shane. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
Everything's going great. We're not talking this game. We're going to be looking at this Guardians and Royals team going head-to-head here in this one. As Guardians probably happy to see happy to get through their series. No one wants to play Atlanta right now. So, boy, you talk about a difference, right? What a drop in class. You go from a state course to facing a claimer here. And this is a low-end claimer. As the Royals at the Guardians here. Guardians big favorites, 222, total 9.5.
Yeah, this is everyone knows this Royals team is bad, but let me give you a stat on how bad this Royals team is. They're still running out Jordan Lyles onto the mound, and he's made 16 starts this year. He's lost 15. His team has lost 15 of them. The first win actually came in the last game against the Rays, and he actually didn't pitch all that well. But in those 15 losses, 13 of those have been by at least 2 runs. So overall this season, 13 of the 16 games have been run line winners for the other teams. When you're getting, you're the Guardians, I mean, I'd play them all the way up to minus 130, 135. I really don't like laying that type of money on the run line usually, but this is a pretty comfortable bet with the way that Jordan Lyles has pitched. He's been awful this year, and of course, even when he's been decent, this Royals team that struggles to hit is not going to get any better going against Tanner Bibby, who's been strong his last couple of starts. Each of the last 2 wins have been, each of his last 2 starts have been wins. On the run line, I think the Guardians give him plenty of run support here, and they win I mean, they should win this game by 5 or 6 runs, but we'll take the run line.
And the run line here says Shane here. Guardians lay the run and a half. Plus 100 here against the Royals. You're going to get a little bit of plus money here, only because I think when you see that home mark here for the Guardians, they've had some struggles getting runs on the board at home, averaging about a little bit more than 3.5 runs a game.
Yeah, this Guardians team has been interesting. Kind of a lot like the Twins. I mean, their pitching hasn't been as good as the Twins, but this is a team that goes in stretches, struggling to get runs here. But I think they need 4 runs here to win on the run line, and I think that they should get that before Jordan Lyles even leaves the game. So, it's always interesting taking the home team on the run line, just because you don't get that. You have to be worried about that 9th inning if they get that run, if they're only up by 3 or only up by 2 or something like that. But I don't see it being all that close.
All right, Shane.
Especially at plus money or minus 110 or whatever your book offers the line at.
There you go, Shane here on Guardians run line. Lay the run and a half, plus 100 against the Royals. This one have a start time 7:10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, we've got plays right now up there here from Major League Baseball. About 11 games remaining. Remember, there will be a game 2 between the Blue Jays and White Sox. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, this is a pretty light card for me. I've had a game go off already, and I only have one left. So I have that play $29.99. But hop on long term. We got a big weekend coming up before the All-Star break. But that 3-day pass right now gets you into the All-Star break on a winning mark, and we can make some money together.
That's right, guys. I got on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dodge. Plays up there on the board right now from Shane. So get on board with that Thursday night top play up there, as well as the long-term pass, as he mentioned, your best value over at Pick Dodge. Get the long-term pass, get all of Shane's premium plays. For that time period, just select. When you go to his handicap page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-point capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Shane, it's always great having you on the show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you next week. But let everybody know they can also catch your work over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat in written form.
Yeah, definitely. We have UFC this weekend. The Gold Cup is continuing this weekend with the United States playing Canada. A lot of buzz surrounding that game. That'll be covered on Sports Chat Place, and of course MLB and WNBA also cover on Pick Dogs. So make sure to check all that out. And like we've been talking about, only a couple. The NFL and college football season is here before we know it, especially the preseason for NFL. So this is what you consider the downtime of the summer, but it's heating up here pretty quick. So it's time to get those lines and study that, and get ready for the fall.
Yeah, about 4 weeks away from the Hall of Fame game. So it'll get here before you know it. And then training camp's coming up in a couple of weeks. The Hall of Fame team's got to get into camp early to get ready here for the preseason. All right, Shane, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend, everyone.
We got Shane Mickle here on the drive, too. Let's continue our coverage. Let's bring in Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at Pick Dog Stream. So bring Tony in right now. I think we're all set to go here in just a second with Tony Brown. I went too far here. Let me double check here. Might have done this. All right, let's bring it back here a little bit. Tony Brown, ready to roll here with Tony Brown. Tony Brown, what's going on?
Tony T, what's going on, brother?
Everything's going great. Nice Vegas nightcap you've got there. That's something like I've seen that one before. Is that the Stanley Cup version?
Man, I would have wore it earlier, but I was waiting on it. I couldn't get my stuff off the rack, man. I had to get a special one. So this is like a very customized one for our championship and our inaugural season, all mixed in one. It's got some stuff, but Titletown USA, I had to represent.
Titletown USA, indeed. I like the look of that hat, by the way. Really good looking, good design there. What would you expect from Vegas, right? You wouldn't expect only the best.
Man. Come on out and visit, man. You're only in LA.
I know. The thing is, I just make this show just so much more, with all this graphic work and whatnot. I almost need like a multi-machine to bring with me over there. I don't think I could even do this show in a hotel unless I really downgrade the production, which I might do, just to get some, enjoy some time off out there. But anyway, here we go tonight.
Especially if we can get some live shots in, man. It's not a downgrade if you're actually coming at them from the Circa Casino or something like that,
I know. We've been invited there before last year. If you ask Mitch, we were invited to do the show over there. So we'll see how that rolls. All right, here we go tonight, Tony. Pirates and Dodgers going head-to-head tonight. We see the big line on the Dodgers, 209 total 8.5.
Yeah, you already know. If you guys know me, we're going with the Dodgers, and you guys know we're going to go on the run line. But
they knew before the show started.
Because I'm a fan. Huh?
They knew before the show started.
It's not just because I'm a fan. It's because, one, we got to get value. The first thing we're looking for as bettors is value. At 209, even though the Dodgers are the better team at home with the better pitcher, yada, 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 betting 2 to win 1 is never a good thing. So we're going to definitely take them on the run line so we can get that 106. And I'm also going to take them because I think Urias is going to have his best game yet. He's been out for a while. He was sidelined. Then he came back for just a short stint. He went only 3 innings. I think this is the one. He's officially back. He's back in the starting lineup. He's back in the groove. And against a Pirates team that haven't been playing well, just mediocre, 5-5 over the last 10 games, I think he keeps them at bay. And I think the Dodgers bats do enough to get us the run line win. I'm already expecting them to win. Vegas is expecting them to win at that 209, but I think we do enough to win by 2 or more. And so run line is definitely the play in this one.
All right, Tony Brown says run line Dodgers, like the run and a half, minus 108 here against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And of course, you look at some of the historical trends here with the Pirates have struggles here against winning teams against the run line on the road, minus 29 units over the past 3 seasons. Urias, the Dodgers, 30-14 run line when they face an NL team, a weakening team hitting 245 or worse. So there you go, some trends supporting that. And of course, the Dodgers bats, right? So averaging about 7 runs a game over their past 7. But remember, Oviedo's last start was hammered there against the Brewers for 8 runs over 5 innings.
Yeah, and that's what I just said. The Pirates are losing series. Not only are they losing games, they're losing series at a bad rate. They just came off a horrible series to the Brewers where they lost. And we're already up 2-1 in this one, so they're going to go down 1-3 in a 4-game series against us and the Dodgers. And the games aren't played off paper. He can have a bad start last time and a good start this time. But if you're going with the trends and what's working right now, Pirates cannot see this Dodgers lineup who's absolutely on fire. Even though we're trading everybody away to try to get Ohtani, he's still been putting up 6 or 7 runs a game, and that should be more than enough to get a run line victory against the Pirates.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of these OKC players coming in, Outman and whatnot. Of course, the pitching staff decimated with the injury. We know May is going to be out here for an extended period of time. That's a blow for the Dodgers, hoping to get to Buehler. The word last year, Buehler probably in August. We'll see how that rolls. But, Kershaw a little banged up, probably a little break here with a little bit of soreness. I think you're going to see a big push here in August for this team. They have to because that'll be the 2 months remaining. They're obviously in contention here for the wild card at this point.
Right. And it's just a natural market correction, too. Like a good team, a great team is going to have a losing streak. The worst teams in baseball are going to have a little winning streak. But at the end of the day, we're getting closer to the All-Star break. So, the good teams want to show they're good teams before the break and get the rest. And the bad teams are going to show why they're bad, and it's going to end up being more rust than rest, and they'll start the second half the same way.
Yeah, people aren't talking about this, but I think it's going to hurt some of these teams in California with the sports betting not legal. People still denying the fact. I still think it's going to hurt them. I think it's going to help Oakland with the move to Vegas with that revenue stream there coming from the betting. I know there's revenue sharing, but still some of these teams can sell revenue for the ballpark, and there's still revenue to be made here. But I just think it's going to hurt these California teams at some point.
Right. Look at Cubs, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. They already put the DraftKings Sportsbook right inside the stadium now. So you can hang out in there and make bets live during the game and stuff. It's all about the revenue. Gambling brings a lot of revenue, and making it legal helps it to keep it from underground, because if you don't make it legal, people are still going to bet. More money's bet on the Super Bowl through bookies and back alleys and barbershops than here in the sports box. So It's not like it's stopping people. So make it legal, make it right, make it fair. And honestly, with the people who think that the stars are cheating and all that, like, think about a guy who has a $150 million contract. How much would you have to pay him to throw a game?
Well, look what the NFL's doing, right?
Not like that, man.
Yeah, look what the NFL does.
It's just fun and entertainment.
You're done for the season. You lose a season worth of pay. It's not worth it. You can never win that gambling. You can never win. How are you going to win that gambling on the game? All that much money that you make for the season. Right?
Exactly. So it's not going to be corrupt or anything like that. It'll be great for the revenue sharing, like you said. And California, sleepy Californians, and they legalized marijuana quick, so they just got to take a little while to do this one for a second.
Yeah, it looks that way. Tony Brown here, Dodgers run line. Lay the 1.5. Minus 1 win against the Pirates. This one to have a start time here, 10 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, Tony's showing great results over the last 30 days. Here, 1,320 units of profit. A great year for Tony Brown. 1,290 units of profit for 2023. That is all documented. 9 games on the board here for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, I only have one left. I had a 3-pack, but two of my games started in the morning. We went 1-1, so this game is going to decide the 3-pack. It's my final call. It's my last play of the day, the last chance to make some money, but I did save my best for last, so I'm very confident in that one. You can go ahead and grab that play. It's only $19.99, and bang your bookie for less than $20 and make some money.
This final call on the $19 premium, guys. Get on board with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results he's put up over the last 3 days and for the year 2023. So get on board. Of course, the long-term pass will serve you out 3-7-30 a sports pass. Of course, Tony Brown, you're in Vegas. People watching the show bet year-round because you know we're in July 6th, right? It's all baseball. Let everybody know about your VIP one-year sports pass.
Yeah, it's the only way to go. If you're a serious player, if you're serious about making money betting sports, you can't afford not to grab this pass. It's my VIP year pass. You get every single play I release from every sport, playoffs and championship picks included, for one low price.
That's right, guys. Again, we're with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. 1 year all sports pass. And of course, promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off, about $200 off that pass. So get signed up. All right, Tony, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll catch up with you again next week.
I always appreciate you having me, Tone. It's fun to be here, and I'll see you guys next week.
See you next week. Tony Brown here on The Drive Thru. We'll continue on. Guys, if you miss any pick, we'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here on The Drive Thru. Times for Mills. Mills Young, you'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Hope you're catching his a daily props show as well with his UFC rundown. A lot of great content coming on the Pick Dogs channel with Mills. Mills, what's happening? Looks like you got your schedule set to go in the backdrop.
Yeah, man. How's it going, man? Welcome, man. Hell yeah. I got everything set. Finally at the house to, talk some sports with you guys, not on the road.
Yeah, it looks like you might have some fight interviews or maybe some fights you're looking at. But here's one. Here's a battle in the division in the AL East. Orioles and Yankees going head-to-head. Orioles favored here minus 123. You see a total of 8.5.
Yeah, man. This game so far, last game they was almost able to get that win, but they lost 6-3. Again, before that, they won in that series. I was watching it closely. This game, I'll be honest with you guys, Loris Severino, I get it. He hasn't looked as form as he should. Out of his 8-game start, he has went over the 5th inning on 4 of those games. I'm giving him one more shot, and I'm going back to the well with him. I'm looking at it like the Domingo Germán game, This is like one of those ones to where it's like, hey, if you don't put up and if you give up 3 or more runs, you're probably going to get sent down, and, we're going to have to call somebody up on there. And when it comes down to it right now, the Yankees are just a better team. I get it. The Baltimore Orioles have the better record. They probably have 2 more wins than the Yankees. But even with the Yankees, with no Aaron Judge in here, I think they're 4th in MLB with home runs, 124 home runs. And they're averaging 4.5 runs per game. And they got the better bullpen. I'm going to be taking the Yankees on the money line. It's not a lot of times you get some plus money on it. So I'm going to go back to the well with the Yankees one more time.
All right, Mills is going to come in here with the Yankees here, plus 110, plus 114. Do your line shopping. Obviously, get the best numbers if you can here with your shopping here in this one. Yeah, the Orioles have gotten a little bit of a slump here hitting the baseball. If you look over the past 7 games, just 218 batting average, 3.3 runs a game. Yankees are showing a little bit more run production and hitting. They had that little swoon with Judge, but over the past 7 games, we're seeing about 5.5 runs a game from him.
Yeah, they're still able to get the runs up. And even without Judge in the lineup, they stayed afloat. And if we just get a little bit of showing from Anthony Rizzo, would be even better. But Bobby right now, the prospect, the rookie, he's carrying the load for the team. So that's what you want to see from a young rookie coming out right there. The other bats, they're still not really hitting what they're supposed to be, but we're getting that help from the bullpen in a lot of these games. And the Orioles on the other side, who they got? Cal Bradish on the mat.
Yeah.
He's been decent. He's been actually good. I don't think he gave up more than 3 runs in his last 4 starts. So I will give him that angle. But when it all comes down to it, man, it's the Baltimore Orioles and it's the New York Yankees. And my eyes don't deceive me. The Orioles usually always beat the New York Yankees in the beginning series of the year. As the year goes, it usually pans out to where the Yankees ends out on top. And it's just one of those things to where I'm just betting on the better team, the better overall, and it's not a lot of times you're going to get plus money. They were giving us plus money the other day with Cole. So it's like one of those things. You just got to take it.
I got to take it. Of course, looking forward to the Carlos Rodon making a start tomorrow.
Man, I'm so happy, man. Like that's the thing. We've been needing a number two, and this is the thing. I just want to see him pitch out there, go 5 innings, and be able to pitch out there in another 5 games and get called out and be able to pitch again. I just need him to pitch 3 times for me. I don't want to see him out there once or twice and then, he gets sent back down because, he has something wrong with his arm or anything, man. We paid a lot of money for that. And this is the time right here to where if he can come out and get some wins, it might show to where, hey, we might not be able to we might not need to go out there and get a trade market and, target one of these pitchers out there.
Yeah, keep some of your prospects. Indeed, no doubt. Rodon, a really good strikeout pitcher, set to debut tomorrow in their game on Friday here, as they'll be hosting the Chicago Cubs, and some may sneak a layup because it's Jameson Taillon on the hill for Chicago. You can see.
Well, Tony, speaking of old Yankee players, I mean, how is this? I mean, I think the most consistent bat for the Baltimore Orioles within the last 2 weeks been Aaron Hicks.
Yeah, they've been cold.
So,
yeah.
Teams
go through these spells, right? Look at the Braves; they're hot. Remember that trip they went when they had that trip in Oakland? how that looked?
Oh, it was bad. It was real bad. Yeah, that one was real bad. But I think they were 16 and 20 in the month of June, and 16 and 4. I think they only went for the month of June. But yeah, I mean, it happens. Like you said. I mean, look at the Dodgers. The Dodgers were almost about to lose to the Pirates yesterday, and then they came back again. So it's just kind of one of those things, like the bad teams can beat the good teams on any given day of baseball, on any given day, especially when you're laying those big chalky price tags. Man, it's scary. It's scary out there.
Yeah, we saw the Athletics covered 2 big numbers. Didn't cover today, but they got those 2 big numbers in the first 2 in that series against the Detroit Tigers. Of all teams, that kind of chalk, incredible. Yeah. So Mills Yankees here at the plus 110, plus 114. Do your line shopping. We have the sharpest line in the book. You look at this 9 cents right there spread between these numbers. You got to shop and get the best numbers. Don't get a 20 cents line, 25 cents line, 30 cents line. I can't believe some of you folks out there. I guess you just need a little bit more experience to realize it takes experience to shop for numbers. I think some of these folks who are new to sports betting, they're just looking at a number. They don't look into that. They're so caught up in the handicap and the bet, they lose sight of the value they get from the book in the lines.
I think also, Tony, what it is this. A lot of sports bettors or some that's maybe just starting off, they probably only got an account with one account. So for them, that's all they know. As to where they just probably go on Bovada or wherever they go on, to bet. So where that's why you got to have multiple accounts. You got to have multiple books because, like you said, these lines, man, it's a big difference out there, in a lot of them. And that's how they come up. It's just like the offshore bookies, too. I know we all got the offshore bookies to where, you see certain lines and you're like, there's no way I'm betting on this site. It's 15 cents more than the other side all the time. So it's just common sense.
Yeah, that's where the experience comes into play. So I think I always like to bring that up to folks. Mills here, Yankees plus 110 here against the Orioles. This one have a start time here at top of the hour. All right, Mills, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs report tonight's action. Of course, showing good results over the last 7 days. All right, here we go. 9 on the board from Major League Baseball. Heading into a weekend here as well. We've got UFC, I believe. We got UFC scheduled this week?
Oh, yep. Yeah, big week. UFC 290.
Yep. All right, guys. So you can see what Mills doing. Fantastic work the last 7 days. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Got one play up there to get you paid today. I got a lot of bets going up for UFC. I got them written up. I got a few dogs up there, so you might as well get the 3-day pass today. I'm going to have at least 4 to 5 bets for UFC. This is the best time. You get the 3-day pass, you get my baseball plays for today, you get the baseball plays for tomorrow, and then you get everything included for Saturday. Summer League's been doing good. Too bad we couldn't hit those. If you can, just take the over in any Kings game. It's been money on it. Besides that, yeah, man, it's the best time right now. Get that 3-day pass and get the plays today to get you paid. UFC's right around the corner. We went 5-0 last week. Plan on doing the same thing. Our prop video yesterday, we swept the board. We went 4-0. Hopefully you guys checked it out today. If you did, we were already up 3-0 with 2 more plays left. So, yeah, man, just check out what we got going on the site, and you can't go wrong. Team me up with your 2-for-1 capper specials out there. Last time I checked, I remember Wayne Scott was killing it. Jay Briggs was killing it. Nick Makins was killing it. Tony was killing it. Everybody's killing it over on the site. So you can't go wrong, man. Team us up with anybody out there.
That's right, guys. Got more with Mills over at Pick Dogs Premium. Here we are on a Thursday. A 3-day pass is your best value there because you get all of Mills Premium plays for 3 days. All this baseball here for your Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and of course, his UFC picks. So you want to get that 3-day pass, so go ahead and get on board with it. Remember that promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off that 3-day all sports pass at a second capper with that 2-point capper promotion. Even greater value there, right? Mills, as always, great having you show. To that success, we'll catch up with you again next week. Let everybody know about your video series. We see the prop videos every single day. And of course, your UFC rundown. I'm glad you did it because I had fun doing that rundown with you. So we got that rundown up on the channel. And of course, you and Brad get together as well.
Yeah, man. So right now you got the UFC rundown up there. It just came out this morning. We usually try to put it out about the Wednesday time for you guys out there. I went over all 14 fights, man. A lot of them just got rescheduled with new opponents. You have 3 fights on there that had new opponents on there, so I had to research them all, give you guys our best picks, our best looks. This week, Saturday, since it is the pay-per-view, I'm going to hit my man Brad up, and we're going to go live with you guys right after the Saturday morning show to give you guys, our best debates and picks and, our best parlays and everything. So right after the morning show this Saturday, it's a big UFC pay-per-view event card with 14 fights on there. Me and Brad's going to go ahead and go live for you guys to give you guys some more bets and more ways to get paid.
Very good, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications so when Mills is live with Brad, you're live with him to get those UFC picks on the weekend after the morning show. And, of course, you don't want to miss Mills's prop picks of the day. And, of course, UFC rundown. Get those picks from Mills before these lines move. So you better subscribe to the channel. All right, Mills, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you next week.
There we go. Hey, you guys, just keep watching the show, man. You can't go wrong with it. Appreciate everybody out there in the chat and the comments, man. I know you guys think that, we don't see you guys, but trust me, we see you guys and we appreciate everything you guys are doing. We wouldn't be doing this without you guys out there, and I mean it. If it was only 7 people watching us, I don't think that we'd be doing this. So y'all make us go around and appreciate everything you guys keep doing and spread the love.
I love indeed. Appreciate that, Mills, and everybody in the chat room. Mills, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you next week.
All right, Tom.
You got it. Mills Young here on the drive to. Let's continue on. Guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show as we always do. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Time for Wayne Scott. You catch him over at Pick Dogs Pim. Bring in Wayne right now. I think we're set to roll here with Wayne. We got baseball coverage here from Wayne. Wayne, what's the word? We got you. You're on mute there again, Wayne. You're on mute. We're going to have to get that fixed. All right, so get that fixed, and we'll get back to Wayne in just a second. All right, as we'll continue on here on the drive-thru. We'll get to my pick, and then we'll get to Wayne. Hopefully, we can get to Wayne's pick, as he's got to get that fixed. We usually get on the second try, but yesterday it took 3 tries, and we don't have another guest after Wayne, so we got to get it right the second time. All right, so let's continue on here. Let's get to my pick here in a second. Here, we're going to have to change the graphics because it was supposed to be Wayne's pick. So my pick is going to be the old Mets. Mets. Let's get to the Mets here. You know where I'm going with this one. You know where I'm going with this one. All right, here we go, guys. No, it's not that one because that's Wayne's pick. All right, let's get to mine here real quick. Here we go. It's going to be the Mets here plus the 125 against the D-backs, and this is pretty much looking at let's verify the pitchers are still going here. Yeah, it looks like Nelson and Carrasco, and I think we can verify that. Let me double check here again. I want to look at my line service because I saw this big line move and I was, what the heck are they doing? They're betting this Diamondbacks team. And the Mets. Yep. We got, I'm still showing Nelson and Carrasco going head to head in this one. So, we'll be on the dog here with the Mets. The issue I have here is Nelson's home road splits, right? You look at Nelson, it's been kind of rough here. They kind of kept him away from the home park. And at home, he has an ERA over 7, a whip of 1.83. Over the past 7 games, the Arizona Diamondbacks, a little bit of hitting slump, 221, averaging 3.9 runs a game. And I know it's rough then for Carrasco, but man, you're going to give me the plus here with Nelson. They were just talking about Nelson getting out of the rotation because the Diamondbacks reporters were asking the management about Nelson. Is this his last try? Are you thinking about moving him down? And they can't continue to give him a chance. But this home split is just horrible, and they're going to throw him out there in this home spot with an ERA of 7, whip of 1.83 in his home ballpark. So we'll take it here with the underdog New York Mets here at plus the 129 against the D-backs at 9:40 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys do your shopping, get the best numbers if you can. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Oh, by the way, I got a best bet on the board right now for Major League Baseball, so get on board with that. My 3-pack's already off the board. Also, my long-term pass, I have a 3, 7, or 30 All Sports pass. Get all my pre and plays for that time period to select. When you go to my handicapper page and you make that purchase, remember the promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's get to that's the play here for Wayne. Let's just hope we can get Wayne here on the board here. Wayne Scott, he's been red hot. Hope you've been checking the leaderboards. We'll bring him in right now. Let's get in Wayne. We got to get it right this time, Wayne. There is no guest after you. Let's get him in right now. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick?
All right, you got it right. We got it right. We got it right. All right, very good. Here we go. Mariners and Astros going head to head here. Looks like the Astros are going to be a bullpen game here, and looks like Blanco will be going here against Kirby. We see the Mariners favored here, minus 136 with a total of 8.5.
Yes, sir. And all the stats right here point to the Astros that they annihilated the Mariners throughout the totality of playing the Mariners. I know the Mariners got these 2 wins, but Astros 49-38 on the season, 24-19 at home, 8-2 in their last 10. Mariners only 5-5 in their last 10 and 18-23 on the road. But what I'm looking at here is not over hyping or humping the Astros. I know these guys, they're a sporadic team. They play good in bunches and they play bad in bunches. And this little winning streak they're going against St. Louis in Texas, I'm just not really a believer in it. I actually like how the Mariners been playing a lot better right now, although only 5-5. But going through a gauntlet like San Fran and the Rays, I do think they have the harder outing and pitching matchup here. George Kirby, that's a pitcher. When I see on the Mariners, I love the back. He has a 7-7 record, but when they lose with him on the mound, it's typically not his fault. He's a guy that gives up 1 to 2 runs at tops. He's very solid. And I think the bats do come here for the Mariners today to get the win against the Astros. As Tony stated, they're going with a bullpen game with Blanco. He gets hammered in the bullpen. Most of the time, you're not a starter for a reason. Some of these teams do good in this bullpen when they go with this bullpen route, but I just don't think it's the game for the Astros. The Mariners, they're not out of it yet. Only 7 games behind the Astros, 3 games behind the Angels. I look for them to make a run here. They also play good on Thursday game. When it comes to the bats, Houston has the better bats on the season, but in the last 5, like I said, I like the competition the Mariners have, and they've been hitting better when it comes to the last 5 to 10 games, and the bullpen's stronger too when it comes to the last 5 to 10 games. So give me the Mariners here at the short price.
All right, here we go. Wayne here on the Mariners on this minus 131 price here against the Astros. The line has been moving here as we saw the opener come in here minus 110 here on both sides, now moving to minus 136. Not much news. We knew it was either going to be Blanco on the mound here or Spencer Watkins. Those were the 2 names that were being thrown out there, so we may see Watkins at all, coming off the scrap heap. Pitcher from Baltimore coming over to Seattle, who's been kind of dealing with some injuries to their pitching staff.
Yes, sir. And that's why they got the reliever out here tonight. I'm curious to see if he is going to pitch decent, but what I've seen from him in that reliever's role, he's got blown up quite a bit. And it's just Astros here, they are, as a home underdogs, they don't get this role a lot, but they are 2-1 in this. And Mariners are 6-9 as road favorites. They've been in this position a lot more, and I think they get it done here.
All right, Wayne here. Mariners lay the minus 131 against the Astros. This one to have a start time here, 8 Eastern time. All right, Wayne, let's get over to Pick Dog Sprint for tonight's action. 9 games here on the board here for Major League Baseball. Wayne has been on absolute fire here. You see it, 1,947 units of profit for the past 30 days. It's been outstanding work. What do you have going over at the site?
My 3-pack went off, and my play of the day was in my 3-pack, so that went off. I had the Rays, and I took a shot with the A's today. So I'm 1-1. I do have 2 plays left, but none of those are for sale, so you will have to be on my long-term plan. So if you would like those, you can jump on my 3-day, 7-day, monthly, or even yearly package, and you'll get every premium bet I release, and you'll be able to tell these plays right along with me. And pair me up with one of these top handicappers when you do that with our 2-for-1 handicapper special. And let's cash this week.
Cash this weekend. That's right, guys. Cash this week with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dodge. Great results the last 30 days. You see the numbers there, 1,947 units of profit. Good day yesterday. And get the long-term passes. He does have the 30-day pass. Get all of Wayne's premium plays for 30 days. All his baseball here. Promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off. So that's $45 off that 1-month pass. You can also add a second capper with that 2-point capper promotion, making it even a greater value there. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again next week, not sooner. And of course, we can always catch you on the weekend shows.
Yes, sir. I should make an appearance on this weekend show. I got a family reunion to go to, but I will bring all my equipment and stuff, and I plan to be on there this weekend. So I'll see you guys this weekend. You guys just take care. Let's cash on these books, and let's continue doing what we do.
Continue what we do.
These bangers.
That's right. Let's do it. Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. I will continue our show here, guys. Remember, we're going to recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. I did give my pick. Let's just give you guys a real update here on what's going on in Major League Baseball. There's a game in progress right now. I know we have that game, one other doubleheader between that White Sox and the Blue Jays game in progress right now. We do have some finals that have come in, and here's the first final here. In 10 innings, Reds do it again, right? They were underdogs in this game, and they get the win 5-4 here against the Nationals. The Nationals continue to have struggles at home. Just a really poor home team are these Washington Nationals. They fall here. It's a Reds winning 5-4. And, of course, it was Tigers early and throughout the game, 9-0. They blank the Athletics. Game just goes over 8.5. Tigers minus 170 for our favorites. They cover the run line as a plus 121 in that game. All right, next up here, Cubs and Brewers. Brewers get the win 6-5. Edge the Cubs. It's the Brewers with the win. They close the short favorites here, minus 108. Total goes over 7.5. Blue Jays and White Sox still scoreless, top of the 8th. Scoreless duel here between these two. And we remember we still have game 2 to go here 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. And, of course, Cardinals and Marlins. Cardinals out top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. No score between the Cardinals and Marlins. Phillies out, one out. And Rays come to the bat here in the bottom of the first inning. No score there. And Orioles and Yankees to get it started here in the games at the 7 p.m. Eastern time spot. All right, so let's get to the recap for tonight's show. Al McMorty said Rangers lay the 136 against the Red Sox. Also gave a bonus pick NBA Summer League on Friday. Says go ahead and lay the points with Sacramento against Charlotte for tomorrow's Summer League game from the NBA. Remember, he was on the Spurs yesterday, laying the 4 against the Lakers. They cover with that big fourth quarter. Shane goes Guardians run line, laid the run and a half, plus 100 against the Royals. Tony Brown was on the Dodgers run line here, minus 1.5 here, minus 108 against the Pirates. Mills, like the Yankees here at the plus 110 here against the Orioles. Wayne Will's Mariners here, minus 131 against the Astros. I'll be on the plus side with the Mets here, plus 129 here against the Diamondbacks. Which one do I like the most here? Let's see here what I've got. I want to look at some of my notes in these games here today. Let's see. It's the Guardians game. It's tough to lay here with the Guardians, knowing that those runs, that run production can be tough here. Boy, it's a number there, huh? Oh, let's see here. I guess out of the reigning games there, I would go with, let's see here. Okay, let's just go there with the Guardians there. With the Guardians here getting plus 100 here against the Royals on that run line. Royals just brutal there. No doubt about that. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live here at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers here from Pick Dogs, and we'll get with the plays for you in real time here on the show. Remember, it always gets started every single day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time during the week with Mitch, Rod, and Chris with that morning show. Remember, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, betting tool shows, Nerf fees, your fees, as well as his professional roundtable. That's up on the board as well. And, of course, Chris Ruffalo with his home run props, Mills with his prop picks of the day, also UFC rundown, also a UFC show with Brad here on Saturday, so tune in for that. Brad also gives you a parlay of the day up on the board. Mike Davis live shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday, also comes in with some picks here with the first 5 innings, and of course his prize picks, parlays as well. Lots of content here on the channel, guys, so make sure you guys tune in. Ron Romanelli with his breakdown from Major League Baseball, every pick from every game on the board. Starting Monday, 4 p.m. each time, it's the NFL show with Mitch and with Mitch here and Jay, so you guys want to tune into that. So lots of great content here on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. So guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications so when these videos drop, you get notified, get the best plays, and get the best numbers if you can. All right, that's going to do it here for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in the cappers from tonight. Anyway, goodbye, guys. You guys have a great night.